Hey everybody, it's Amy at Sage Connections here to do your your weekly reading for John Hollins. I do it from the Psychoterra deck from John Hollins. There's some break times. I say it every week, so it's my favorite deck, so of course I'm going to say it again this week. So this week is for today's date is the 23rd to the 29th. Wow, guys. Let me just say that this week, if you didn't know what you were doing, you should by the end of this week. I mean, major energies, a collective conscious shift is happening, and it is just crazy. And amazing at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, but very interesting. And the cards reflected. I was starting to do automatic writing, and they told me stop and just do it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not doing automatic writing. I'm a little late because I had a client this morning. So I'm doing this, and let's just jump right in, okay? So I'm not too late. Okay, here we go. So the first card on Monday, the 23rd, which is a 5 energy, happens to be for change, right? This is about a number 7. A number 7 happens to be for change, or well, planning, relax, restore, rejuvenate. I feel like I have something in my teeth, so sorry about that. I had breakfast. So this is in the physical portion of the deck. So what does this mean? There's going to be a change going on today about how we plan or process our stuff and in our physical world, meaning like our daily routines. And we need to be patient with ourselves on this. We're going to learn some key factors today to be able to tap in to find out a good routine for ourselves, to be able to go forward and to be able to move ahead in whatever true heart's desire. Now, if you've been using your GPS, which is your heart, right? And those feelings, it's going to automatically tell you what you need to do. You're going to hear those repeated thoughts in your head that just keep on nagging you. And hopefully they're not negative. They're just like, oh, you should get on that treadmill, or oh, you might want to eat something because you haven't eaten all day. Those kind of things. Those tend to be mine. I'm just giving a mine, but those kind of thoughts that come in, and it's trying to help you build up your routine so you can move forward, okay? And try to give you that balance, and try to plan in your day, your ritual, basically your routine. We are people that like habits. We like to have our routines because that's the way we were raised. I think it was programmed into us. Of course, there's some people that just like to, not have routines, but those are the ones that are going to, they just, you know, they're in tuned to their own drum. So they just automatically know with the flow of what they need to do. And if you're not one of those people, this is a way for you to start making a plan and get a schedule together on working through these issues. Now, I still keep on getting that we're working on healing that inner child to be able to release the past throughout the week. And you'll understand why I say this as the week goes on. But let's go ahead and go on to the 24th. The 24th is all about balance, okay? And it's funny, it seems like to come a lot, Temperance, which is normally the devil card. The energy with this is balance or harmony. So this card kind of represents that, you know, watch out for those. We have too much emphasis on the material world. We have too much focus on, maybe it is, um, maybe it is like material wealth or um, substance, or, you know, we're trying to feel the need still to numb ourselves. And really this energy is brought up so you can face kind of like your demons in your head. It's trying to get you to get rid of the old limited belief systems that you have placed in yourself so you can build up those good belief systems. It's but you need to have compassion, you know, and forgiveness for yourselves, because we all have them. Even if you've been working on it and you're still struggling, it's okay, because this takes time. I mean, depending on your age, unless you don't have any, and that's awesome if you don't, then this would be saying that you might, you know, watch out on your thoughts of the material, okay? Because you might have too much emphasis on stuff in the physical or the third or 3D world instead of what truly, you know, your focus, your center, your true self is needing you to be. So I always say do it with compassion, because that's who I am. I'm a very compassionate person. So if I make mistakes, I'm going to give myself, instead of beating myself up, because that really doesn't do any good. Everybody knows that. And even I do. I'm going to give myself love and say, hey, okay, you messed up, but let's do this again. Rewind, redo. And that's what this whole week is about. It is setting us up to reset and to actually get what we truly desire. It's kind of like, okay, you didn't get it the first time. Here's another opportunity. So clear out that baggage so you can move forward, kind of thing. Work on yourself so you can move forward. And if you got too much, you know, this is going to be dealing with your kind of like your demons, your negative self-talk, or the belief that you're not worthy enough, the belief that, you know, that you have to work so hard to get money, kind of issues. This might be even addictions, you know, alcohol or substance addictions. These are the things that are being brought up, and what you need to do is go back and find those core why and go heal it, and then do your affirmations about healing that process, and so you can move forward and give it a last gung-ho, because on the 25th, which is the 25th, it's about planning again and restoring and relaxing. We have a number 1, and this is in the mental portion of the deck. This would refer, it's kind of like the Ace of Swords, right? So the Ace of Swords is the opportunity of new ideas and new thought patterns that we can create for ourselves to have a positive change. So finding how we're dealing with the material, we're healing that, and now we're going to have a new process of how we think about ourselves. But you got to remember, with swords, it's a double edge. Even though it cuts through obstacles, it can cause issues, and it can backfire. It's how you go about it. So do it with grace as you're moving forward. You know, don't be jumping in or saying things. Kind of watch how you say things on this day. Kind of watch on how you, like, think before you talk, because there's going to be oversensitive people out there today, and your words are going to cut like knives. So kind of be compassionate during that day, and also know that this might also be reflected right back to you. People might be more grumpy or more sensitive or lashing out with their knives, on the today, because the energies are building up, and some people might crack under pressure. It happens. They're so frustrated because they're not seeing, they're not talking to themselves. They're not seeing how they can get out of this situation that they have chosen to put themselves into. And so know that, and don't lash back. Do it with grace and say, okay, um, okay, this person might be having issues and dealing with the energies. I know I'm having issues dealing with the energies. I'm going to choose to do, one better and not lash back, because it's so easy to do. Somebody cuts you off and the thing you're like, rah, 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 try not to. Just go, bless you, bless you, bless you. But in your head, you're like, rah, rah. So, gotta have fun. Okay, so let's talk about the 27th. The 27th is built up. There is a full moon on Friday, but we'll get there. So a lot of us will feel this energy, and we are in the one awareness, which is the Magician in normal tarot. Now, the message I got for this is, if you don't know what your purpose is, you will know on Thursday. These repeated thoughts coming back into your head over and over again is what you're going to be looking into, as checking with your heart to make sure that they feel good. But ask that question on Thursday, because you will get an answer if you have no clue of what you're supposed to be doing or how you're going to be doing it. We are going to be more aware. If you're intuitive, you'll be a lot more intuitive on Thursday. Because the energies, just watch out for, I don't know why I'm saying this, Lilith. I don't know. There's something with astrology with Lilith. Watch out when you come up with these ideas. Be aware that there are something with a Lilith in the moon thing is telling you that you might not be able to do it. Telling you reason. The ego will come into play and tell you that you might not be good enough, or that kind of stuff. Understand that that is an illusion. That is to keep you safe into your comfort zone, and what you need to be doing is stepping out of your comfort zone. If you are terrified of going forward, it's probably the best way to do it, is just face those fears. And that first step is the hardest, but after that, it gets easier as you go on. The more practice you do, the better you get. That is just, reality. So you're going to be more aware. It is the Magician, so you're able to manifest your hopes and dreams. So write those down. So when you get to Friday, which is a great day, because it's the lunar eclipse, but it is the full blood moon lunar eclipse. And this hasn't happened in a long time. So basically, my understanding of what's going on, at least my guidance system, is telling me that it's a reset. It's a redo button. It's like you have the chance of hitting that button and dumping off your old beliefs or your old wishes that no longer serve you, and coming to terms with finding out what you truly want in life, and keeping that focus, and that's what I really want. It's going to help you get there. It's basically going to cleanse you to be able to get there. It makes it a little easier as these energies keep on getting denser. And hopefully enlighten you. some transformations are, the next level. People who are in the third dimension are going up to the fourth dimension. The fourth dimension is going up to the fifth dimension. And the fifth dimensions are getting so close to six, and they really have a choice there. They can either choose to stay where they're at, or they can go up to the sixth dimension during this time. And this lasts for 6 months. So Friday, these energies will last 6 months. Miracles can happen in 6 months. So as long as you stay focused, and you can create whatever you want. So just remember that. So here I have 2 cards because we are dealing with our solar plexus, which is our creativity. It is also our self confidence. It is our willpower. It is all that inner stuff that we have. And of course, I get also, and it's also the expansion, okay? And we also have a number 6, which is about balance and success and victory. And this is in the spiritual portion of the deck. So it falls into play of everything that I just said about the full moon. We are expanding our solar plexus. We are creators of our own universe. We have the willpower and determination that we're going to be able to be successful. And this is also with our self-worth. So we're dumping out the old self-worth, or if we had any self-worth issues, and rebuilding it up. And it's going to be successful because we're going to implement new belief systems in ourselves to be able to create and obtain and succeed on what we believe. And because what we believe is our reality. Isn't that cool? I think that's so cool. So it kind of falls together with what's going on astrological, which I have no clue about. Funny, the day after though, which happens to be, that was the 27th, the 28th, I did get 2 cards. I didn't think they were supposed to go together. I thought one was Sunday, but they're telling me it's both on Saturday. After having so much energy and so much, we're going to have a last-ditch effort of our ego. And maybe even I think the wounded healer has something to play with here, where it's going to, or maybe it's even Lilith. I don't know, one of those ones that will go back and say, hey, are you sure you really want this? Are you sure? And you might feel a little disconnected, which is a number 4 energy. 4 energy is about foundations, but disconnected and boredom. Because once we have this real big high, even coming down a couple notches feels like we're disconnected, or even allowing yourself to relax sometimes feels numb, like you don't feel anything. And sometimes, we're just like bored of the hype. You can get overstimulated and you just want boredom. Just don't get stuck in this, okay? Because I'm also getting, some people are thinking, oh, I'm going to manifest this in a minute. No, it's not going to happen that way, guys. We have 6 months to be able to manifest. So sometimes some of us are going to be a lot quicker than others, but still give it the full 6 months to create your real reality, because sometimes it's going to take that long. Not every dream is, I'm finding $5 on the ground, and that can come pretty quick, or it can come pretty long. So within 6 months, you should find that $5 on the ground. But have patience with yourself, okay? Change your expectations, because it is a number 5, and this is the patient card. And I don't get patience enough to what is that normal tarot? I think it is the, I have to look it up, guys, because I'm being, it should tell me. Temperance, of course. It's the Temperance, okay? And the Temperance is all about balance, you know, having one foot on the real world, one foot in our emotions, but it's an angel, so it also has a spiritual sound. So it's kind of like the trine, right? But with this is plant your seeds, okay? And have patience and nurture your seeds. So meaning you have to act and then give it love, you know, follow through and love it and give it compassion and give compassion to yourself, because you should be the biggest seed that you're planting. Once that seed grow, you know, and be patient with the growth process, because it's going to take a little bit. You know, a lot of this stuff is new to most people. Um, and so it might have, you know, you have a learning curve that you might have to do. So don't worry about that. And don't, because you feel this way, don't, you know, get out disconnected or into boredom. Okay? So I think that's what that was saying. But on Sunday, we have an 8 in the energy wise, so that's about manifestation, right? But the hope card is in normal tarot, the star card. And this is about manifesting your hopes, your dreams. And if you have a notice, look inside there. Can you see that? There's an arrow up and it's pointing back to you. You have to believe that you're the star, right? This is, and it almost kind of looks like pointing, but it also looks like an angel to some extent, you know, with the hair blowing and the, you know, legs and stuff. But it also looks like an arrow. So you could take it either way, back to yourself or your angels. But by getting back to you, you're actually getting back to the spiritual, because God said he was within. So the more you know about you, the closer relationship you have with God. So if for religious people, it is the truth. So you're also going to find hope. You're starting to feel, hey, I'm I might be on something. And you might you know, shine on that day. Shine your light, you know. Let people see the beauty or the wonderful things that you see in yourself, you know. Make sure that they see exactly what you see in yourself, you know, and hopefully it's in a good light. So I'm trying to make this real quick. I know that it is a little longer than normal. A lot of information though that's going on. It's not an easy week. It's just getting built up. Excuse me. So I just, if you guys ever want a reading, you can contact me on the link below at Sage Connection. Please subscribe. Show me that you like. I am making a decision to see if I'm going to keep on doing this. The more people that let me know that you are enjoying these, then the more I will continue to do. So, as always, I know this is a big week, but guys, it is going to be a great week, because you're finally, it's like this is what we came in to know. It's finally here, and it's finally going to give you that push to go further than you've ever thought before. And hopefully that you take the challenge and learn how to grow in your own light. And I know that you can. You are special, you are unique, and you have a light that needs to shine bright. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you guys next week. Hopefully you have a wonderful day. Actually, I think I'm going to send out my early, depends on my schedule, for the next reading, just because I'm taking the vacation with my best friend. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and talk to you later. Bye.